Hello, hello, hello to everyone. Coming to you with a crackle in my voice and a sadness in my heart. And I feel like somebody just thumped me in the stomach because of what I'm reading in the newspaper today from the Virgin Islands Daily News. And as Virgin Islanders, I'm sure that many of you, because of the situation down there, just said, oh look, another mental health story that's nobody gonna do anything about. And I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I have left 16 voice messages for someone in the Department of Health, mental health department, to return my phone call. And all I'm trying to do is form a collaboration with the mental health facilities and the mental health department when I'm down there, so that people can know where to get treatment, what they're doing, what measures of improvement they're planning. And nobody can give me a call back. So Virgin Islanders, trust me when I'm telling you, I feel your pain. My grandmother has felt your pain, and I'm there with you. And this is why I must continue this fight. I am in total dismay and disgust to read that a woman was jailed in the criminal justice system on St. Thomas and remained seriously mentally ill, delusional, and went without treatment for nearly 2 years before she ultimately committed suicide in a facility in December. And we are only now making a story about it in August? Are you kidding me? This is unreal. This is totally unreal, unjustified. I mean, these are human beings that we're talking about. These aren't dogs in the street. As a matter of fact, a dog probably get better care than a human being with mental illness at this point down there. This is ridiculous. No petitions for involuntary treatment were filed. No attempts were made to get her into a psychiatric hospital. How dare they? She's a human being. And let me tell you what her name is, because her name needs to be heard. Her name was Heather Dawn Trufley, and she was 38 years old, and she was a human being, and she deserved treatment. It went on to say that every routine welfare rounds were not consistently conducted by a correctional staff, which presents a grave danger of inmate injury or death. As in this case, this inmate required a higher level of care and should have not remained in the jail. This is ridiculous. Really? I have to pause because this is insane. And you know what? So far, it went on to say that so far in the territory has failed to fix problems that it agreed to fix. And it has been found in contempt of court 4 times during the 21-year life of this case. Unacceptable. There is no appropriate safe housing for the mentally ill inmates or those requiring placement on suicide precautions. She had a history of bipolar disease and schizophrenia, and both of those things are recoverable. With treatment and the right medication, they are recoverable illnesses. That's the sad part. That something could have been done to prevent this. Something could have been done. This is somebody's child. This is somebody's sister. This is somebody's aunt. This is somebody. She is somebody to be treated that way. This is unacceptable. I sent out 4 emails to all of the senators asking for their help. Their help could have included just reposting the link on their Facebook page. Their help could have been just a response to my email. A response to say, I got your email. I didn't even get that. The 4 senators that opened the emails was Senator Samuel Sains, Senator Justin Harrigan, Senator Clifford Graham, and none of them even acknowledged that they received the email from me and what I'm trying to do for the Virgin Islands. Not one. The least those senators could have done would at least try to acknowledge that I'm trying to help the community and that somebody does care about the mentally ill. Let me tell you all something. I'm not here to play politics. I'm not even here to be politically correct, as you can tell. I am here to stand up for the mentally ill and those that are going undiagnosed in the Virgin Islands. That's why I'm here. And this cause that I'm doing is dedicated to my mentally ill mother. Rest in peace, Vernie Simmons. This is why I'm doing this cause, in honor of her. Because mentally ill people do matter. I cannot believe that something like this is happening in America's paradise. Really? What is it going to take? Is it going to take a mentally ill person actually doing harm to a tourist, and the tourist pressing charges and bringing national attention to the Virgin Islands and totally embarrassing us before something is done? Is it going to take one member of our Senate and our government to have a mentally ill breakdown for this to actually become a cause of a true fight? What is it going to take for the Virgin Islands head of office to do something about the mentally ill in the Virgin Islands? What is it going to take? What? Please tell me. Because right now I'm to the point that, people need to stop being so uncaring and start caring, because I see this problem as an epidemic. Really, I'm going to be spiraling out of control really, really quickly if somebody don't do something. Seriously. I truly want the head of government, including the senators, the governor, and lieutenant governor, to listen to what I'm about to say right now and take my words very seriously. How are the people of the Virgin Islands supposed to feel if our heads of office don't seem to even care about their mental health? I truly understand why so many people remain silent and just choose to suffer in silence, because I am seeing for myself that my own government of the United States Virgin Islands simply don't care. Until you prove me different, that's exactly how I'm going to feel. I pray to God that none of the mentally ill patients down there who are walking the street do anything to our tourists, because it's really, really bad. And we came very close to something happening to our tourists and our beautiful prestige gem, as they like to treat it, and St. John. Do you know on August 15th, the Virgin Islands Daily News reported that on the island of St. John, after years of residents and visitors reporting harassment by J.D. Bratwith in the remote Salt Pond Bay area and south shore of St. John, the 20-year-old estate Mandel man was arrested and charged with first-degree rape of a 19-year-old local woman. March 2013, they have been complaining about this man bothering them in Salt Pond, said the Virgin Islands National Park Superintendent Brian Fitzgerald. The following complaints were mostly of him following women. Sign number 1, that's a symptom. Trying to chat with them or blocking their way on the trail. Or him trying to touch them and reach out and grab them. Do you not see those are signs? Seriously? Those are signs? Those are warning signs. Can't done. Really? The report went further on to say that these were all signs that were overlooked. Officials knew Brathwaite were getting more violent after a visitor reported that Brathwaite had punched him in the face this past mid-July. I don't know how many more signs they needed, really, to see that this man had a problem and to do something about it. They asked for a warrant, and the judge declined and decided to go with another subpoena. I'm sorry, but whoever that judge was, you dropped the ball. You dropped the ball that caused that innocent woman to be raped. That is your fault. March 22nd, on the island of St. Croix, an 80-year-old St. Croix man visiting a Christiansted public cemetery early Sunday morning to pay respects to his deceased wife was attacked with a machete and killed by a mentally ill man, 24 years old. These are all stories from 2015. It's time to do something about it. The time is now. You know what story we didn't hear about? We didn't hear about the man that rolled up his windows and drove into the water in St. Croix. We didn't hear about that suicide. We didn't, but it happened. It is very hard for me and my team to tell you to come out and support End the Stigma when we come down there. But I want you to. And I understand in the Virgin Islands that you feel that no one cares. But I want to tell you, we care. Tiffany, Jackie, Vincentia, Cecilia, and myself, we care. If no one else cares, know that we care. I feel that this is a disgrace. And none of what I'm saying are lies. They are all 100% documented truth. I'm not making anything up about the mentally ill down there. It's 33 years later since my mother's nervous breakdown, and things have gotten worse. What are we going to do? Senators and the governor and lieutenant governor, I'm asking you, what are you going to do? Let me tell you, I am not here for popularity. I'm not here for notoriety. I'm here for the people. And you may not like me. Shoot, I know some of y'all hate me just because I'm speaking out about mental illness. And it's okay. That doesn't bother me. I want you to just hear these words that I'm about to say. There are so many celebrities in the United States of America that are fighting for mental illness in the USA. Do you know how many celebrities are fighting for mental illness in the Virgin Islands? None. I am all you have. And I choose to do this on behalf and honoring my mother's death and my mother's illness that she suffered for many years. I am truly doing this because I stand up for my people. I can't look at my birth certificate and see that I'm a Virgin Islander and this makes me VI proud. Because right now I'm not going to put up my VI signs because this is not VI nice and this is not VI proud. So I'm asking the governor, I'm asking the lieutenant governor, I'm asking the senators, I'm asking the community. Click like above. Click the link and donate to this cause. We're trying to end the stigma. That's what it takes, little steps to get things done. But things need to be done, and they need to be done now. This cannot go on anymore. It has to stop, and it has to stop now. And if I have to make my voice very loud at every syndicated radio station and at every syndicated TV show to put light on this situation about mental illness, like me or not, I'm going to do it. And know that I'm doing it for you all. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Support this cause. Do not take mental illness like it's a joke. They're human beings, just like you are, and I am, and my kids. It can happen to my kids. It can happen to your kids. It can happen to you. And when it's time, who's going to help you? Who is going to help you if you don't help us to help you? Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed day.